As the stars are steadfast in the sky, so you're steadfast in my heart. Before Genghis Khan became a conqueror, he was Temujin, a boy whose story began not with war, but with a promise to Bort, his first and most important wife. This is not just a tale of battles, but of the man behind the legend and the women who shaped his world. In the vast Mongolian steppe, alliances were personal, sealed through marriage, and a promise between families was sacred. The women in his life were not just wives, they were advisors, political partners and mothers of his heirs. This is the story of the heart of an emperor. Long before the world knew the name Genghis Khan, a name that would echo through history and reshape the very map of the world, there was a boy named Temujin, a child of the vast Mongolian steppe, unaware of the monumental destiny that awaited him. He was born into hardship on the Mongolian plains, a land of unforgiving beauty and brutal challenges where survival was a daily battle. His father, Yasugai, was a minor chief, a respected figure within his tribe, but far from the powerful leader Temujin would become. Temujin learned early that survival depended not only on strength and skill, but also on unwavering loyalty and incredible resilience in the face of constant adversity. He absorbed these lessons with every breath he took. As a child, Temujin was promised to Borte, a beautiful and intelligent young girl, a girl from the Olkonut tribe, a bond that was more than just a childhood promise. It was a strategic alliance, a symbol of unity that would profoundly shape his destiny and the future of his people. But tragedy struck with a cruel blow when his father, Yasugai, was poisoned by a rival tribe. A devastating loss that shattered Temujin's world. This act of treachery left Temujin's family outcast, abandoned by their tribe, and struggling desperately to survive the harsh Mongolian winter, facing starvation and the constant threat of attack. These harsh years, marked by hunger, fear and isolation, forged his character in the fires of adversity and taught him the true value of loyalty, the sting of betrayal, and the importance of unwavering determination. Despite everything, the loss, the hardship, the betrayal, Temujin never forgot his promise to Borte, a promise that represented hope and a future he desperately clung to. The memory of her, her gentle face and the alliance she represented became his beacon of hope, a guiding star in the darkness of his despair, fueling his ambition and driving him forward. To claim Borte as his wife and solidify the alliance, he knew he needed to become worthy in the eyes of her family, to prove himself a capable leader and a man of honor. This burning ambition, fueled by love and a desire for revenge, drove him to rebuild his shattered fortune, to gather loyal followers who believed in his vision, and to reclaim his rightful place in the world. Reuniting with Borte was not just about love and personal happiness. It was about solidifying his power, securing his future. It was the crucial first step in his long and arduous rise from a despised outcast to the future ruler of a vast empire, a leader who would change the course of history. His incredible journey, the journey of Temujin, the boy who would become Genghis Khan, began not with a thirst for conquest, but with a simple promise, a promise he was determined to keep no matter the cost. As Temujin rose through the ranks, proving his mettle on the battlefield and uniting disparate tribes under his banner, he transformed into the figure we know today as Genghis Khan. His family grew alongside his power, expanding not only in numbers but also in influence and strategic importance. Borte was his empress, his first and most trusted wife, the mother of his most important heirs and a key advisor throughout his reign. But he also married many other women, a common practice among rulers of the time and a reflection of the complex political landscape. Each union a strategic alliance, carefully orchestrated to solidify his power and expand his reach across the vast steppes. Marriages were peace treaties, binding agreements sealed not with ink but with the bonds of family, binding tribes together, forging alliances that transformed former enemies into allies, and turning rivals into kin, creating a sense of shared destiny and mutual benefit. Through these unions, Genghis Khan wove a complex tapestry of relationships. Genghis Khan unified the warring steppe tribes, bringing an end to centuries of conflict and laying the foundation for a powerful empire. Creating a web of loyalty, a network of interconnected families and tribes bound together by shared interests and allegiance to the great Khan. His children with Borta, the offspring of his primary union, Yochi, Chagatai, Ogadai and Tolui, became heirs, destined to inherit and expand upon his vast empire. But he had many more children with other wives, each playing a role in the complex web of Mongol society. His daughters married kings, forging alliances with neighboring kingdoms and solidifying Mongol dominance, becoming rulers in their own right, wielding power and influence in their respective domains, and ensuring loyalty to the empire, guaranteeing the stability and longevity of Mongol rule. His family was his government, a close-knit network of relatives who helped him administer and control his vast territories. Managing vast territories, overseeing the day-to-day affairs of the empire, and ensuring its continued prosperity. Today, centuries after his death, a genetic marker linked to Genghis Khan serves as a powerful reminder of his far-reaching influence. It's found in millions of people across the globe, a testament to the sheer scale of his empire and the extent of his genetic legacy. A testament to his enduring legacy. A reminder that his impact on the world continues to be felt even today. 1 in every 200 men alive, scattered across continents and cultures, may be his direct descendant, carrying a piece of his genetic code within them. His family tree, a sprawling and complex network of interconnected lives, became a living empire. A testament to the power of family, loyalty and strategic alliances. Of all the women in Genghis Khan's life, Borta was the most important, his empress, advisor and anchor. Their relationship began with a childhood promise, honored even after years of hardship. Temujin presented Borta's family with his only treasure, a sable cloak, to seal their union. Borta managed their camp, provided stability, and gave Temujin legitimacy among the tribes. She was the mother of his 4 chosen heirs, her tent always at the center of the camp. Borta's wisdom and counsel guided Temujin through political storms and personal rivalries. Their partnership lasted a lifetime, shaping the Mongol Empire from its very heart. Behind the conqueror stood an empress who helped shape the man. Shortly after their marriage, as the celebrations faded into memory, Temujin and Borta's burgeoning love was about to face a brutal and unexpected test, a trial by fire that would define their bond and shape Temujin's destiny. The skies themselves seemed to reflect the turmoil to come. The Merkits, a rival tribe fueled by old grievances and a thirst for power, raided their vulnerable camp under the cover of darkness and chaos. In the ensuing mayhem, they kidnapped Borta, a devastating blow to Temujin's honor, his future, and the very foundation upon which he hoped to build his life. The loss was immeasurable, striking at the heart of his aspirations. Refusing to succumb to despair and defeat, Temujin, driven by a fierce determination and unwavering love for Borta, rallied his few loyal allies. Among them were his sworn brother, Jamukha, and the influential chieftain, Togrul, both crucial figures in the events to come, to rescue her from the clutches of the Merkits. He appealed to their deeply ingrained sense of honor, reminding them of the sacred bonds of friendship and loyalty that held their nomadic society together. He skillfully convinced them to set aside their own ambitions and join his perilous cause, forging a powerful, if fragile, alliance. The rescue mission was a daring and dangerous gamble, fraught with peril at every turn as they rode swiftly across the vast steppe. But Temujin's forces, fueled by righteous anger and a burning desire for justice, ultimately prevailed against the odds. Borta was found, safe but shaken, and joyfully reunited with Temujin in a deeply emotional embrace, a testament to their enduring love. This courageous act of defiance and unwavering devotion transformed his reputation among the Mongol tribes. He proved himself to be not just a warrior, but a leader who inspired unwavering loyalty and decisive action in those around him. The successful rescue cemented his burgeoning path to power, solidifying his authority and expanding his growing influence. The victory attracted a surge of new followers, eager to align themselves with a leader of such proven strength and resolve. His strategic alliance with Jamukha and Togrul firmly established him as a major force to be reckoned with on the vast and unforgiving steppe. Borte's kidnapping, initially a devastating crisis that threatened to shatter everything, ultimately became the unexpected catalyst for Temujin's meteoric rise to prominence and power. Love, loyalty and unwavering determination had triumphed against seemingly insurmountable odds, setting the stage for the forging of an empire that would soon stretch across continents, forever changing the course of history. While Borte was the sun in Genghis Khan's universe, many other women played vital roles. Marrying noble women from conquered tribes was a way to secure loyalty and absorb their people. These women, like the Tatar sisters Yisui and Yisugen, often held real influence and managed their own courts. Senior wives controlled vast resources and were consulted on important matters. When Genghis Khan was away, his wives and mother managed the Mongol homeland, ensuring stability. Noble women were active participants, not passive figures, shaping the empire's destiny. Women like Yisugen and Sorghaghtani Beki proved that intelligence and character could earn great respect. They were essential partners in building and running the largest land empire in history. Genghis Khan's family tree grew so vast it spans continents. His 4 sons with Borte, Yoki, Chagatai, Ogadai and Tului divided the empire, each founding new dynasties. Their descendants ruled across Asia, creating a ruling class bound by blood. Modern genetics reveals a Y chromosome marker, likely from Genghis Khan, found in millions of men from the Pacific to the Caspian Sea. This genetic legacy is a living testament to his impact. The Mongol conquests enabled this spread, intertwining history and biology. Genghis Khan's influence endures not just in books, but in people alive today. The Mongol Empire's women were among the most influential of their time. Genghis Khan's mother, Holun, taught him resilience and leadership after his father's death. His daughters became queens and rulers through daughter diplomacy, inheriting kingdoms and ensuring loyalty. The most remarkable was Sorghaghtani Beki, his daughter-in-law, who managed vast lands and raised 4 sons who became great Khans. She was a brilliant administrator, diplomat and advocate for religious tolerance. Sorghaghtani's wisdom shaped the next generation of Mongol rulers. In the Mongol world, power was about intelligence and skill, not just force. The women of Genghis Khan's family were creators of history, not just observers. They held the empire together and guided its destiny. Genghis Khan's story is more than conquest, it's about love, power and respect. His devotion to Borte was the emotional foundation of his empire. Marriages were strategic, uniting tribes and building alliances. He respected strong, intelligent women, giving them real authority. His daughters and wives became rulers and advisors, shaping the empire's future. In the end, his legacy was built on all 3: love, power and respect. What do you think is the most important ingredient for a lasting legacy?